Hey, Kirby Woods, Pastor Calvin here with this week's devotion. We find ourselves today in Proverbs, and it's one of those verses that you know and most people know, but it's a verse that we really need to come back and look at, especially with all that's facing us today in this world. The Proverbs in 3, 5, and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight." Trusting in the Lord is something we all know we ought to do. The problem is, it seems like in life, we work really hard not to have to trust Him. We want to make sure we have everything we need materially. We want to make sure that we have everything we need in our lives to fill our lives up emotionally and whatnot. And we really try to position ourselves to where we don't have to trust the Lord as much as maybe we ought to. But sometimes circumstances in life, like COVID, like all that's going on politically in our country right now with uncertainty in the world, sometimes God allows things into our life where we have no choice but to trust Him. And trusting Him ought to be the normal response of every believer. So the Bible says to trust in the Lord with all of our hearts, not just in those parts where we think we don't have control. I was kind of amused by the bumper sticker that said, "God is my co-pilot." You know, that's really a lot of hubris right there to think, well, if I can't do it, then God will take over. You know, God is really our pilot, not our co-pilot. God is the one whom we trust in all the time. That's trusting Him with all of our heart and not leaning to our own understanding, not trusting in our own finite ability to see the world and interpret the world and understand everything that we see. Because when we really come to it, we recognize that we are finite and God is infinite. And the Bible promises if we'll trust in Him with all of our heart, and instead of leaning on our own understanding, in all of our ways acknowledge Him, in other words, turn to Him, speak to Him, communicate with Him, and put our faith in His ability to take care of us in each and every circumstance, He will make our paths, the Hebrew says He will make them smooth. I don't know, it's smooth sailing or a smooth road. That's kind of the picture there. God will make our road smooth instead of bumpy. I hope that's a good word for you today. I hope that you will find opportunity this week to really trust in the Lord with all your heart. God bless. I love you. We'll see you Sunday.